Okay, what we were talking about was the newest show. Now, listen, people, all around the world, I want to tell you, people, because we are talking about a brand new show coming out of Talking Dog TV right now in here. And the Guidewire has taken it upon himself to break through to the upper echelons of broadcasting technology and create some shows that are basically still photography with these two, little dialogue-y voices, which are quite obtuse, and you know that both Guidewire and I are putting our little voices in. But it's a brand new show, so it's coming up. We're going to talk about that. Do tell. Tech Freak asks us. Now, if we don't have anything to show right now, Tech Freak, I apologize, but the anti-Twitter show.
I don't know if we have a name for it.
What's the name going to be? Let's try for a name.
I think it might.
Femur? Twat would be a good name for a giant. Yeah, here's the show, Twat, broadcasting from vagina. Scratch your ass. It's amazing, really. I think we're in the central place where we should be.
I don't really want to call it Twat.
No, he doesn't want to. The T dot.
Which stands for?
It's this week after diddly ding. This week on Talking Dog TV. This week at Talking Dog TV. Anyway.
So the gist of the show is
we
have
basically
these
to
photos
once again
jumping back and forth and having a conversation.
That's what we were talking about. Okay,
but
so
I think the show could be maybe under the guise of it should be under the Puppet Underground.
Yeah.
Because it's sort of puppet-like.
But it's got to be its own show, though. You know what I mean? It's not the puppets.
It's not the puppets.
And it will be different. But so it's just basically still photography, and you put these conversations behind these inanimate objects, and it's just sort of obtuse humor. Coloroo came back, dog rap. Yes. Welcome back to the show, Coloroo. It's been so long. How about you? Please don't do that kind of we're doing some insulting, but the truth of it, we wonder what the truth is.
Yeah, I'm not for that name.
No. Which one is it? Twat. No, he's not for Twat. No, we wouldn't use it. But I like this weekend. Anyway. But yeah, we got this new show. What?
This Week in Puppets?
This Week in Puppets. Twip. Diddly ding. I like it. Dementia battle. You're right. What? What? So the pictures. Well, you got to get something rendered out. Why don't you render something out quickly, and we put it on. We've got like an hour, to do it. Put it on. Think about it.
Yeah,
We'll leave that to Guidewire, because Guidewire's developing a brand new show. You might want to watch it. Hey, I don't know, but don't worry. We won't call it Try to know. Anyway, so we talked about it. Thanks, Tech Freak. It's a good time for you and me to hang out and just do a show in Florida. Today we're going to move down there.
I think I know what we're going to call the show.
Here's the show.
R&R.
R&R. That's my suggestion.
Yeah.
You see, you're so right, and it's perfect because it's universal, right? It's R&R, right? Because Ryan and Ron. It's Ryan and Ron for this show. Right? Something like that. Anyway, so R&R. I think I like that too. They'll think about that. And it's rest and recreation, of course. What other words could be used for rest and recreation for the R&R? Rendezvous.
Raunchy and
Randy.
Randy.
And Randy. Raunchy and Randy. But this is the guy who doesn't want to call it twat. Anyway. The puppet strum, the maelstrom, the puppet strum. Are the pictures in this show tropical, ripped from the day's headlines? We don't know.
I can at least show you guys a link to, like, I have some photos of the
characters.
Of the characters on.
Yeah. It's going to change a lot too, because what we found, you see, this is the thing. You talk about organic, compensation for trying to achieve something. We got this footage the other day. Like, we were doing this promotional video for online for a company, and we bought a bunch of stock footage, video footage, right? And because we had to use some office people, right? We had to cut it into our piece of work. And what we got was three boxes of about 25 CDs in each, all of them with different video things on it. So you could basically voice over two guys walking down the street. You could do the R&R voiceover on it, or you could put them in a balloon. Wherever this footage takes you, you can use it. So we're just basically burgeoning with ideas for new shows, and we're very pleased. So Guidewire has posted a place where you can go and see the simple. Now they're just simple plastic characters, but when you put a little plastic character on there and you start talking with it, it really makes something nice. I love that. See, a man just walked through the room and just tweeted his belly button, and I say yes. Here we go. Nolan says, if you call it, we wouldn't call it twat. We're just kidding. It's ridiculous. We know that, Nolan. It's offensive, but we're just skating along, like a bunch of fools on the side of love. You know what I mean? We want to just say something funny, but we don't mean to be disarming of the people that we make our funny jokes about. You know what I mean? Anyway, Money Mouse says, diddly ding. Coloroo from down under says, laugh out loud, diddly ding. Love out loud, diddly ding. Love out loud, diddly ding. Love, love, Saving Private Ryan, Saving Ryan's Privates. I know we thought of that. Diddly-ding, that's just in. Yeah, yeah. The sausage cupcake, we were talking about it earlier. Now, we had a guest on the show. Maybe we could bring her back a little bit because we found that people tend to generate and congregate around not so much the male image. I mean, of course, I'm ripped and hot. We know that, right? But check this out now. Doesn't that just make you feel better, men who are watching this show? And other women, of course, you know what I mean? Like, lose the little guy with the shirt and get the booty on the screen. So we were talking about that, and it's just a joke, right? Give me the switch. It's just a touch, you know what I mean? There I am, just as I am. So beloved. Wow, yeah, if you're talking about the piece, well, let's interview her, because Coloru, I've got, what question would you ask? Coloru, could you post a question that we can then ask Ronalda, who comes from Romania, in the Ukraine, plus, you know, all around the eastern seaboard kind of thing. Give us a question, Coloru. What would you ask Ronaldo, who was born from Borat's loins? Tell the truth. Here's the question. That's just in Heelzo. What's going on in Heelzo land? We love it, and we're always thinking of it. Can you beat dementia? Yeah, you can. You can beat dementia with a fork. You can. Oh, that's the question. I love it. Okay, let's put it to her then. Ronaldo, can you beat dementia? I don't think so, Ron. Cut. You know what I mean? So this is what you can't beat. No, you cannot beat dementia. Dementia takes you anywhere you wanna go. Dementia is the backbone of my mother-in show. It's dementia. Dementia. We can do it from the back, we can do it from the front, it's dementia. Anyway, you know, you can get so close to crossing lines, and you see what happens is my brain says, oh, I could say that, and I think, I can't say that, and I don't know what I should say sometimes, because you try and do it. We talked about, is madness good for you? Let's ask. Ronaldo, is madness good for you? Suits me just fine, sugar daddy. Switch. Go Puppets Dream. Yeah, Coloru is, you know what we're talking. We are talking over thousands of miles to Coloru in Australia. We are talking over thousands of miles to Coloru. A good question. Ronaldo, you know, over in your part of the world, do puppets ever dream? They dream about the same things you dream about, sugar daddy.
Do they dream of electric sheep?
They dream, yeah. They dream about candy and juice. Sorry, this just in. They dream about candy. Cross-dressing with Ron, right? Cross-dressing with Ron, we gotta get it on. Cross-dressing with Ron, we gotta get it on. Cross-dressing with Ron, It's a tranny on the airwaves. We're going all the way around the world now. Let me just wrap this up with the proper etiquette, because, you know, a lot of people don't trust a beautiful woman, you know, and there's no reason why you shouldn't trust a beautiful woman. Just because I'm beautiful, it doesn't mean that you can't trust me. Like, I wouldn't rip you off. I'm an honest person. I'm just as honest as Ron is. Aren't I, Ron? I'm not necessarily that honest, honey. Anyway, we talked about the truth. It's not easy to interview yourself, people. I'm trying my best. Anyway, the Closet Ron coming out. We want to be your viewer channel. We want to give you everything here. Like I said, we're talking about new shows. We're talking about cross-dressing. We're talking about sex earlier, and I find it's fascinating because people don't want to talk about it. Like I said, they always want to they want to just skim over it. They want to look at pictures. They want to do this and this and this, but they don't want to talk about sex. So we're talking about sex, and we were saying earlier, who teaches you how to have sex? Nobody. What am I doing, Jay? That's what I'm trying to do. So we're going to talk about sex. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that can be.